Nestled on the southern edge of the Kenai Peninsula, Portlock, Alaska, once buzzed with life. Established in the early 20th century as a fishing village, it was home to a small but tight-knit community. The primary industry was the salmon cannery, which provided work for the residents and made Portlock a hub for trade and commerce in the region. The village's location along the pristine coastline made it a prime spot for fishing, and for a time, it seemed like Portlock was poised to thrive. However, by the 1940s, this thriving community was no more. Portlock was abruptly abandoned, and to this day, it stands as a ghost town. But what caused the sudden exodus of its residents? While there were practical factors involved, the true story behind Portlock's abandonment has become shrouded in mystery, fueled by a combination of terrifying folklore and real-world events. The town of Portlock was founded in 1912, and its strategic location allowed it to become a vital part of Alaska's booming fishing industry. The salmon cannery there produced fish products that were shipped across the country, and many people from nearby villages worked at the cannery or in related industries. By the 1930s and early 1940s, Portlock had established itself as a thriving community of roughly 100 residents. For decades, Portlock existed as a typical Alaskan fishing village, with its residents living off the land, hunting, and fishing. The beauty of the region was undeniable, surrounded by lush forests and pristine waters. But this tranquility would not last. The first whispers of strange happenings around Portlock began to circulate among the villagers. According to some, the village's isolation made it a prime location for unusual occurrences, and it wasn't long before rumors about a mysterious creature began to spread. Locals spoke of a terrifying, Bigfoot-like creature known as Nantinaq, said to roam the surrounding forests and hills. As the fear of Nantinaq spread, some claim that it wasn't just a legend. According to some accounts, a series of violent, unexplained events, such as the disappearances of local residents who later were found in pieces, and the destruction of hunting camps, convinced people that the creature was real. These eerie occurrences only intensified the anxiety surrounding the town. The stories and local folklore surrounding Nantinaq became intertwined with the residents' growing sense of dread. In addition to the chilling tales of Nantinaq, there were more concrete events that added to the tension. Fishermen, hunters, and trappers in the area began to experience bizarre and unsettling encounters. Some reported seeing large, human-like figures watching them from the tree line, while others spoke of hearing eerie howls at night. These events were enough to leave a palpable fear hanging over the village. However, it wasn't just folklore that led to Portlock's eventual abandonment. By the early 1950s, the Alaska Packers Association's salmon cannery, once the heart of the town's economy, had been in decline, and many residents had already begun to leave for better opportunities elsewhere. The pressures of World War II also meant fewer workers were available for the cannery, further exacerbating the decline of the community. The turning point came in the winter of 1949 to 1950. Following a series of disappearances and what some claimed to be sightings of Nantinaq, the residents of Portlock decided they had had enough. One by one, families began to pack up and leave. The last of the town's residents abandoned the area in 1951, marking the end of Portlock's brief existence as a thriving community. Today, Portlock is an eerie ghost town, abandoned and reclaimed by nature. The remains of old buildings, the crumbling cannery, and the rusting remnants of life in the 1940s stand as silent witnesses to a once thriving village. The road that once connected Portlock to the world beyond is now overgrown and impassable, and the bay that provided so much life now lies still and quiet. While some believe the town's abandonment was the result of economic decline, the legend of Nantinaq remains a deeply ingrained part of the story. Whether the creature truly exists or not, it has become a symbol of the eerie atmosphere that gripped the town. Some modern-day explorers and paranormal investigators have even visited the area, hoping to uncover the truth behind the legend of Nantinaq. But the eerie silence and empty streets continue to speak for themselves. The mystery surrounding Portlock's abandonment remains unsolved. Was it a combination of economic hardship and fear of the unknown that led to the town's desertion? Or was there something more sinister at play, something rooted in the deep forests surrounding Portlock? The legend of Nantinaq persists, a chilling reminder of a time when a small community was forced to confront forces they couldn't understand or control. Whatever the truth may be, Portlock stands as a haunting reminder of the unknown forces that can drive a community to abandon their homes, leaving only the echoes of their past behind. The town's empty streets and ghostly remnants continue to spark fascination, fueling both curiosity and fear. Perhaps some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. What do you think? Was the abandonment of Portlock really due to the terrifying legend of Nantinaq, or is there another explanation? Have you heard of similar mysterious disappearances in other towns or locations? I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's dive into the mystery together. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the eerie history of Portlock, Alaska, and want to explore more fascinating stories, unsolved mysteries, and legends, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.